A while ago, I was watching a documentary on radium and the radium craze in the early 1900s. Radium was a radioactive substance discovered in the late 1800s by Marie Curie and her husband. I forget his name. And it glowed. So naturally, people would think it was some sort of magical substance, a cure all. And they started putting it in everything. Local shops used to put it in water and give it to customers as radium water. People used to bottle it as like a radium wonder tonic to cure all sorts of ailments. They even showed a radium lined light bulb attached to this pole that you would plug in and insert the back end, the back way, and it was supposed to like wake up your prostate for ED back then, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, it turns out that radium is just a highly radioactive substance that was poison. It was killing people. One man, I forget exactly what the story was, but one man drank like over like 1,400 bottles of radium tonic and his jaw actually fell off. And I mentioned that it glowed. So they actually put radium in paint, and that's what they would use to paint the numbers in the hands on watches so they would glow in the dark so you could see them at night. And the people they hired to paint these watches were called radium girls. And the paintbrushes they used needed to be at a fine point. So they would encourage the young ladies to, lick the paintbrushes and bring them to a fine point before dipping them into the radium paint and painting the watches, which ended horrifically. All of those young ladies died of very painful cancer related deaths. And I'm missing so many different uses of radium that they came up with. But I say all that to say the only reason I brought this shit up is because I'm very curious about what are some things that we think are the way of the future, but are actually extremely detrimental to our health. Cell phones, computers, automobiles, electric vehicles? Who knows? But it makes you think. Tell me, what are some things that we use that are really harming us?